Welcome to Skin After Dark, where the beauty industry gets a little bit less filtered. I'm Laura and I'm your host, and today I'm joined by Jess.
First podcast, kind of nervous.
Shitting myself. So Jess, tell me a little bit about yourself.
A little bit about myself. Well, I've been in this industry, the skin and beauty industry, for 14 years. So getting on, but obviously love it so much. So, I guess, I don't know where I'm going with that.
Why did you join the beauty industry? Let's go into that.
I joined the beauty industry in 2012.
Yep.
So getting on, but when I left school, I went into event management, and doing that at a really young age was just like not it, just with weekends and hours. And then I remember my mum taking me for my very first facial, and it was like not a fancy spa or anything like that. It was just like in the back of a hair salon, and like this girl was just doing like cheap facials, and it was the best thing that I have ever had in my life. And I was like, this is it. Like this is what I want to do for a living. And here we are. 14 years later.
Oh my God, exciting. So exciting. What would you say, obviously you're my employee. What made you join, obviously going into like a solid beauty career, even after having your first facial? How did that work for you? You obviously did some training, and then how did you get into where you are today?
Yep. So after that specific facial, the next day I enrolled myself into beauty school, and then that obviously opened up pathways into skin.
Yeah.
Fixing my own skin as well. I think everyone has problematic skin as a youth. I think a lot of us go through skin concerns at a young age. So that was definitely me. And I went through a little phase of fixing my own skin, and then I just wanted to provide that for others. It's very rewarding, I guess, transforming people's appearance for the better. So, yeah.
Perfect. All right. So we're going to more so deep dive into, I think, like beauty standards, different trends and things that are currently happening on social media and things like that. I think social media plays a big role into people's lives and what they think the realistic idea of beauty is. Mm-hmm. Let's go into kind of social media. What are you currently thinking? What's trending at the moment? What are you for? What are you against?
What am I for? Look, I think social media is a great tool if it's used properly. Obviously, a lot of things are like filtered. You've got the beauty filter, you've got the face tune effect and the face app effect. But when it's used properly, I think it's a great tool. However, there is a bit of a misconception, I think, when it comes to trends and following trends and education, miseducation, and all of that kind of stuff. So I think social media, we should be not relying on social media for advice. You should definitely go into like places like a spa and a clinic where you're going to actually get real advice for your skin, because not every TikTok video is going to fix your specific skin concern, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm for and against social media, I guess.
Perfect. Let's go into like different trends and stuff that are currently damaging to people's skin. Obviously, both of us working in the industry, we see so many clients constantly coming in and they're like, I saw this trend on TikTok and, you know, their skin has completely ruined their barrier or whatever like that. What do you feel like are some things that clients coming into clinic for us, do you feel like you see and you're like, oh my God, this trend needs to kind of stop, or clients coming in, their expectations around social media?
I think clients expect a lot, especially with one visit or like one treatment, or, you know, one treatment fits all. It's just definitely not like that. I think a trend that definitely needs to stop is over exfoliating. I think that's a big one. People think, or clients think, that more products are, you know, more, whereas less products are more. So, I think coming in and treating your barrier first and foremost is the most important thing.
And for a client coming in, how would you treat their barrier? For me, I feel like I'm very much on using the correct skincare at home first before you start treatments and things. Everyone obviously in the industry is going to be so different, but how do you feel if you had a client coming in that had been following little TikTok trends that we don't agree with? How would you kind of help their barrier? And what is a skin barrier?
Skin barrier is obviously your protection layer. If that's damaged, nothing's going to work basically. So fixing your barrier is first and foremost the most important thing. Let's talk about the pH scale in the skin. That is just one of the most important things. So pH scale, skin sits at about a 5.5. If your skin is slightly off that, it's going to be like more acidic or more alkaline. So if your skin is sitting solid at a 5.5, then your skin is going to be healthy. For acne prone skin, you're obviously going to be a little bit more sort of towards the alkaline line. And then you've got the acidic where your skin's a bit dry and stripped. So what we need to focus on first when you come into clinic is getting your skin at a healthy pH, and then everything else will fall into place. So getting the right cleanser, the right serum, and the right moisturizer. It's just little things like that that make the biggest difference, and then going into more sort of corrective skincare and treatments and stuff like that.
Yeah. What do you feel like currently, let's go into like trends and things like that, are skincare products that are currently trending that you may not feel aligned with, or you feel like clients are obsessing over that are doing absolutely nothing for their skin or are doing something superficial? Me personally, you know, my thought around TikTok trends, my thought around Korean skincare, it's not my favorite thing. I disagree with it. However, you tend to like a few of those products. Why is that something you recommend to clients to use on their skin? Like, why is it going to work?
I think Korean skincare is such a hit miss. I think Korean skincare is fantastic for hydration purposes and like giving you that glowy look and that dewy look and that kind of thing. I wouldn't turn to Korean skincare if you've got like real problematic skin or acne skin. I think cosmeceutical skincare is much better for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, brands in general, like you've got all these big brands coming out with launches, and again, you've got all these young girls and just girls following these brands because they feel like that's what they need to be doing. Mm-hmm. But, you know, everyone's skin is so different. So it's just a matter of tailoring people's skin to not these brands and like good brands instead.
Yeah, definitely. I always say to my clients coming in that there is, I guess, 3 different types of skincare. So you've obviously got your skincare that's like cosmetics, it's topically on the skin. You've got your cosmeceutical, which obviously dives a little bit deeper into the skin. And then you have your medical grade skincare. What and how would you best describe the 3, and why would you recommend using cosmeceutical, obviously skincare, to your clients over using any of the TikTok kind of trends that are happening with big launches of, I guess, like famous people bringing out skincare? No, what's the difference in that way?
Again, it comes down to your skin and your skin type and your skin concern. If you've got acne, for example, or really stubborn pigmentation, then you're going to lean more towards cosmeceutical brands and those sort of higher intensity ingredients and delivery systems, which are actually going to change your skin for the better. And then you've got obviously cheap intro products, maybe not so much for problematic skin. Like if you've just got normal skin or you just want to focus on hydrating your skin, then yes, drugstore brands are going to be better for you. But looking into cosmeceutical for problematic skin.
Yeah. And then let's talk more about, obviously, then we have like your medical grade skincare, which we can't ever recommend to a client. However, we obviously see clients all the time coming in and they're young or have only a few breakouts on their skin and they want to go down the road of using, you know, either your topical vitamin A's or your Accutanes and things like that. How would you as a therapist kind of say to them what to do first and how to kind of opt them out of doing that, unless it was, you know, the worst acne that you've ever seen and that's only the road that they could go down? How would you kind of alter that to be like impairing the barrier but not putting them on, you know, medical grade skincare and going towards more of that route of cosmeceutical skincare?
I think medical grade skincare is fantastic if it's for the right skin. And I don't really hesitate recommending it for a client. It's obviously going to be a last resort for some skins if nothing else is working. So obviously you've got things like tretinoin and prescription vitamin A and prescription brightening serums, which are going to do a lot for your skin, but sometimes that is really the only answer for some. So I think it is great for clients like that, especially if your skin concerns are coming down off your face or onto your neck or on your back. They usually need the deeper, more intense medical grade skincare.
Yeah, no, definitely. Okay, so going into obviously clients coming into clinic and things like that, I think social media, especially TikTok and things, have shown clients that they can get, you know, beautiful glass skin, and treatments are kind of a one-off fix. And we always see clients coming in, they're like, you know, I want skin like this person, and they show us a photo and it's highly edited or, you know, has Facetune or FaceApp or whatever you want to use on their skin. How do we go about talking about, you know, the unrealistic beauty standards that the industry has? And I think social media showing and portraying something that is completely not correct. To clients coming in saying, you know, I want to do a one-off treatment and I want my skin to look like this. How would you recommend to clients or explain to clients that it is something that is going to take, you know, several sessions, and it you know, treatments aren't just a one-off kind of fix on the skin?
It just comes down to education at that point. Clients can come in and say, oh, my friend had this and they had brand new skin the next day. They're lying. Like, that's just not the skin science is your skin turns over once a month. So skin treatments take time. Good skin quality takes time. So you come in for a treatment, you're not going to see the result from that treatment for at least a month, or 2 weeks is like when you really should start to see your skin transforming. Nothing is an overnight fix. You've got microdermabrasions maybe give you just that instant buff and polish kind of feel. They're maybe the only like instant results, but yeah, there's no such thing as a quick fix ever.
Yeah, I think that's probably our biggest thing when we see clients obviously coming in and, you know, you see things online and things of people going like, oh, I had, you know, this beautiful glass facial and my skin was, you know, elite for several weeks and things like that after, or my friend had skin needling and, you know, her skin looked amazing. But it is something that I think is kind of false in the beauty industry, that people don't realize that it is something that you need to do. Kind of, it takes a journey, and the skin isn't going to be perfect after one treatment. What would you feel like in comparison to, you know, treatments? If you had a client that came in and wanted skin needling, like how many sessions of that would you recommend, or like how long is the process for them going to see a difference on the skin?
I always recommend at least 3 treatments or 3 months, or in problematic skin cases, 6 weeks. So 3 treatments over 6 weeks or 3 treatments over 12 weeks. I think that's a really solid window to see a significant change in the skin, because your skin is going to be turning over 2-3 times in that time frame. And then from there, it is just a matter of maintaining. So there's no set number or set time where you're going to get to a point and then you're happy. It's always going to be ongoing. Like, skin is a journey. It's a long-term commitment. So the more you do and the more you put into it, the more result you're going to see. It's like going to the gym. Like, the more you go, the more result you're going to see. It's the exact same with skincare and treatments.
Yeah. And what do you feel, as obviously a therapist and you have years of experience, like clients coming in, and I think for us in clinic, we're on the Gold Coast, right? We see clients coming in all the time with, you know, raging pigmentation and things. What do you think is one of the easiest or like more simple things to treat? And then what, in your opinion, is one of the hardest things to treat? And how would you kind of explain that to a client? And how do you explain, for example, pigmentation, that sun damage is a lot easier to treat than what your melasma is? So Yeah. What do you feel like that way?
I think definitely in Queensland, and this is such a thing, like coming from Melbourne and growing up in Melbourne, such a different demographic. I think sun damage here on the Gold Coast is a massive thing. I think it's definitely our top concern that we treat. Do you think?
Yeah, definitely.
I think so. But yeah, pigmentation in general, I think the easiest thing to treat, in my opinion, is sun damage.
Yeah.
Just because it does sit quite superficial on the skin, and then you've got your deeper types of pigmentation like melasma, very hard to treat. So mainly because, melasma is usually triggered by internal factors that we can't control. So it does come down to adjusting things internally and in that client's lifestyle, whereas sun damage is a very satisfying concern to treat because we can just zap that off.
Yeah, and it's like
Peel
looks
that
amazing.
off.
Yeah, exactly.
Looks amazing. And then you've got just, melasma. Oh,
So hard.
when it's done properly though, it's amazing, but it's just a matter of education and consulting that client and getting to the bottom of why their skin is this way.
Yep.
And coming up with a long-term plan to fix it.
And what like treatments currently do you feel like are on the market that can help with treating obviously sun damage? And then what do you feel like your favourite treatment is for treating your melasma concerns?
Definitely, lasers and IPL for sun damage, I think, are the best. For melasma, I think at the minute there's really only like one treatment.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to?
Yeah, we can say.
Names?
Yeah, so treating
so
with your
these days.
treating
What we can
Cosmelan.
say, Cosmelan.
Yeah, definitely.
Chef's kiss.
Yeah.
So many people are against this treatment. I have loved it for so long.
Yeah.
It is the top treatment out there, I think, for melasma. Mm-hmm. It is a journey though, and it is a little bit of a pricey journey, but when you put all these other treatments together, it's going to be cheaper.
Yeah.
Just doing the one-off Cosmelan, you get all of your home care, post-care, pre-care.
Literally everything you
Literally
need.
everything you need.
Yeah.
I think that is personally the best treatment for melasma.
Yeah.
Otherwise, all your IPL systems and lasers for sun damage are really the only way to really get in there and lift it out.
Jess, obviously we have clients all the time coming into clinic and things, and they always say to us, oh my God, you have such good skin. Like, what's your routine? Or I want skin like you. What do you do? So let's obviously go into that. And what is your morning and nighttime routine?
Okay. How much time?
Strap on in.
So glad you asked. Well, every routine is different. My routine is obviously not going to suit everyone, but to be honest, I think my routine is quite simple. In the morning, I don't do too much. I obviously clean my skin just once. Always put on vitamin C in the morning. Always put on vitamin C in the morning. And then sunscreen. My sunscreen in particular is like a 2-in-1.
Yep.
Sunscreen, moisturizer. So cleanser, vitamin C, sunscreen. That is all I do in the morning. At nighttime, sometimes it's like a full 10-step and then sometimes it's just real basic. But at nighttime, I always triple cleanse.
Yeah.
Because we love our makeup. So triple cleanse, first cleanse is always with micellar. That second cleanse is like an oil cleanse. And then the third cleanse is a gel cleanse. Squeaky clean skin, I usually put on a hydrating serum and then a retinol and then finish with my moisturizer.
Perfect.
Okay. Is that good?
Yeah. Super simple. Like I thought it would probably be more in depth, but it is like a nice little routine. Is there anything you feel like you randomly will chuck into your routine if you're like either super dry or super oily, or you kind of just stick it to nice and simple products?
Nice and simple. If I am feeling dry, I will add in a few drops of oil into my moisturizer because I am a dry skin girly. So I'm always looking for hydration, and oil seems to be the best thing as you're getting older, for sure. So yeah, adding in oil.
Yeah. Perfect. All right.
What's yours? I'm dying to know what yours is.
So my routine is pretty simple. My whole pretty much routine is ultraceuticals. There might be like a few little twitches here and there. Morning time, super simple because I either like will go to work a full beat of makeup or I go to work
A full beat?
like full face, like complete full face of makeup, or I go to work with like nothing on and just my skincare. So I think it's kind of altering as well what sits well under my skincare, so it's not under my makeup, so it's not balling. So routine of a morning is I will always cleanse my skin. That just helps me remove any like bacteria from sleeping, skin, whatever, or like retinol from the night before. So I'll cleanse my skin and then I will either alternate with a vitamin B, so super hydrating serum, or going in with a vitamin C just for that brightening kind of element. Moisturizer, sunscreen. Sunscreen's a must every day without fail, sunscreen on the skin. And then nighttime, I'm also a triple cleanser. I feel like people are like, that's so extreme, but I'm like, for me, wearing makeup, like if I get out of the shower and I have like remnants on my skin, like it's going to send me.
Dirty. Yep.
So I will always go in with a pre-cleanse, so like an oil-based cleanser or a milk-based cleanser first to just remove my makeup. And then without a doubt, I use a brightening foaming cleanser. I'm one of those weird people that shower and I like my skin to be like squeaky clean, like I feel dry, I feel clean. For me, there's nothing worse than putting like a film on my face. Like people that like, I know there's people out there that like a creamy cleanser or like a calm kind of like cleanser. I hate the feeling of like a film sitting on my skin. So brightening foaming cleanser, and that'll be like my 3-step cleanse kind of thing. Once or twice a week, I'll use an exfoliant just to kind of buff off the skin. And then I get out of the shower, whatever, dry the skin, go in with a vitamin A. Sometimes if I'm feeling a little bit dry, I'll pop my vitamin B under it just to kind of sandwich it so I am a little bit more hydrated, because sometimes with an A, I can get a little bit, not impaired, it's not the right word, but just a little bit dry. Especially going into the winter. And then either I use a nice thick like night cream, so the DNA from Ultraceuticals, froth top tier,
Top tier, top shelf.
so good. Otherwise I will use the BioRepair moisturizer from Ultraceuticals, and I kind of alternate those two. But that would be my nighttime routine.
Perfect.
Maybe from like time to time I'll use like a mask or something if I'm at home and I want it to be like super relaxed and hydrated, but otherwise I feel like it is pretty simple.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yep. Simple is best.
Exactly. All right. Jess, let's go into a little segment, Derm or Disaster.
Okay.
So I'm going to quick fire some questions at you, obviously related to the skin, or like trends, TikTok, whatever. Okay. And I want you to answer quite quickly with your first thing that comes to mind.
Okay.
All right. So number one is, what is the most overrated skincare trend right now?
Oh, beef tallow.
Yeah. Everyone knows how I feel about beef tallow.
Let's
hate
save
it.
that for another
Skip
day.
that. What is one treatment you think everyone should try at least once?
Skin needling.
Yep. Biggest skincare mistake people make?
Over exfoliating.
A beauty trend that needs to end immediately?
Beauty trend. I think just beauty trends in general.
Yeah.
Like you can't just follow something and just think that that's going to work well for you. It's just, just beauty trends in general.
What is the most unhinged TikTok skincare hack you've seen?
Injecting salmon sperm into the face.
Fair. What is one product people waste way too much money on?
Cleansers.
What screams, I got my skincare advice from TikTok?
Your impaired barrier says that.
What is the craziest thing a client has ever asked for?
There's a lot over the years. What's the craziest thing? Probably, I'm going to keep this G-rated, but probably just coming in and wanting an overnight fix. Like if they've got hectic sun damage, they want that gone by the next day. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen.
Yep. One thing people should stop doing to their skin immediately, like you've heard of it and it's like, absolutely not, you need to stop that. What would it be?
Exfoliating.
Yeah.
Yeah, exfoliating.
And is there any product that you feel like people like to exfoliate with or use that you're like, this is insane, why are they doing that?
Can you actually believe that the apricot scrub is still
say no. That's insane.
People love that feeling of like rubbing glass into their skin. It's just...
It's a no for me.
It's a no. Physical exfoliants should just be used sparingly. So
I'm going to just add to that one. I feel like toothpaste and the toothpaste trend needs to just go.
People putting Windex on their skin
like
now,
Windex
like
for insane. Stop
it.
that.
Please stop it.
And then if you could ban one beauty treatment forever, what would it be?
Ban one beauty treatment?
Yeah. Or one, beauty trend forever.
Beef tallow.
Yeah.
Get rid of it.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's like the biggest ick.
It is such
biggest ick for me. I just don't understand people, like I could go on a rant about this, and I don't understand people that want to come in and rub beef fat on their skin and think that it's doing something for them. It's just wild to me.
Tell them, sis.
Yeah. Anyway, that's a story for a whole other day because
really
I can
is.
really go
Should
into
make an
that,
episode about
and it
beef tallow.
just sends me absolutely spirals me.
Yeah.
Okay, amazing. Just that wraps up our little pod, which is awesome. Thank you so much for being my first guest.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me. I'm honoured.
Thank you.
To be
Thank
here.
you.
I'm so proud of you.
So I just wanted to quickly kind of say we've got so many people obviously lined up for our next few episodes. So I'm super excited to obviously be bringing in different cosmetic injectors. We've got sales reps. We've got people that have been in the industry for years, from doctors, nurses, injectors, pretty much everyone in the industry. So we can't wait to obviously launch our second episode.
Perfect.
That
Stay
pretty
tuned.
much. Yeah, pretty much. Stay tuned. Exactly.
Amazing.
Perfect.